Hey everybody, it is ThickChickVlogs. I wanted to come on here and give you guys an update. For those who have been following me for a while, I did a video quite a few months back regarding Vitex. And pretty much what Vitex is, it is a dietary supplement for women that promotes, what is the proper term for this? That promotes, I don't know. I can't really think of the medical terminology for it. Hell, I'm human. First of all, this is a raw update. I'm not affiliated with Vitex in any way. I'm not getting paid for this video. I didn't get paid for the last video. I only do this because I'm a woman who struggles with a lot of things myself, and I know other women struggle with things as well, and I really don't like keeping things to myself. If I can help somebody, I want to help them, because I always get online and I always try to find things that can help me. And sometimes you come up with a lot of mixed reviews and stuff like that, but I'm just going to tell you, the review I'm about to give you is raw and uncut, and I'm going to link the other video in the description box below, and you can check that video out, my very first review on Vitex. Okay, a little bit of background. About a year ago, a little bit over a year ago, I did that video. I missed my period I was late like, almost 3 months on my period. First of all, I've never been late on my period. Never, ever, 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 ever. I, did a lot of research, went on Google, tried to research my symptoms and things like that. And I came up with a lot of different, everybody knows about Google. You can get on Google and, people have you thinking you have all kind of diseases and stuff like this. So I thought I had polycystic ovarian syndrome. So I run to my GYN and I get checked out and everything like that. And everything checked out fine. So I kept asking them, I was like, why? Well, I was bloated. I was irritable. I mean, I was scared. At first I thought I was pregnant. And then I thought about it. I was like, I can't be pregnant because, the timetable just didn't add up with the last time that I had sex. So I was like, the timetable isn't adding up. So I'm like, why am I so late on my period? After I was late for like, 2 weeks, that's when I went to the GYN. And the first thing that they did was they put me on some birth control pills. Like I said, it was a little over a year ago, so I don't really remember the name of the pill. I know they called it the mini pill, and it's the type of pill that they give women who are breastfeeding. I'm not really sure why they gave me the pill. I didn't really question it or anything. All I know is they told me I was fine. Pap smear came out fine. I didn't have any STDs, anything like that. They just told me to just pretty much just wait it out. So they didn't really give me an answer to my problem as to why I was late on my period. So, being the investigative person that I am, I decided to go on Google and Google a few things, and I found out about Vitex. Now, first of all, when I tell you Vitex is a miracle drug, when I tell you, sorry, my phone, I'm gonna have to reject that call. But Vitex is a miracle drug. When I tell you that, and that's what everybody was calling it online, the miracle drug, miracle drug, miracle drug, miracle drug, down the message board. They were calling it the miracle drug. So I was like, what do I have to lose? So I decided to go to my local health food store, because you're not gonna find this in Walmart, Walgreens, and places like that. At least I couldn't find Vitex in there. I don't know if maybe they've revamped and started selling it in CVS and Walgreens and Rite Aid and things, but I wasn't able to find Vitex in any of the local drug stores. So I had to go to my health food store and pick it up. I don't have the bottle now because, like I said, it was over a year ago, and I'm off Vitex now. So, but it's a white bottle, and if I can, I will post a link to matter of fact, I will do that. I'll find a link on Google and I'll post the link of what the bottle that I took looked like. But I did show that picture in the last video that I made, so if you want to see the exact bottle of Vitex that I used, you can go to that video. Like I said, I'm going to link it below so you can see the particular type of Vitex that I used. So I went to my local health food store, and I was looking around, and I actually found it was over there by the, like I said, the dietary supplements. And it was very inexpensive. Like I said, my period was missing for 3 months. So I mean, I really didn't care how much it cost, honestly. I just wanted my period back. So it was like, I want to say it was $8 and some change, which is, you know, that's nothing. It's $8 and some change. You know, we go to a fast food restaurant and we spend $8 and some change on, you know, a Big Mac and French fries. I mean, let's keep it real. So I picked up the bottle of Vitex. Like I said, my period has been gone for 3 months now. 3 months. No sign of a period. No sign of a period. Picked up the Vitex. Trucked it on to work. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, you take 1 tablet a day. They come, not tablet, capsule. They come in the capsules. You take 1 capsule per day, and you drink it with, you know, 8 ounces of water. You know, typical pill. They want you to drink it with, you know, water or whatever. And I kid you not. Like I said, you can head on over to the other video. My cycle started the very next day. Coincidence? I think not. Mind you, I only needed to take the Vitex. I still took it for like, I want to say a week after that, if I'm not mistaken, because I was, you know, I didn't really know if I needed to stop taking it. I didn't know if I had to continue taking it to keep getting my cycles regularly. I didn't know, like I said, because I had never missed my period before. So after I took it after that first week, I just decided to stop taking it, you know, after that. And my cycle has been coming, it's been continuous ever since. And on the other video, I got a lot of reviews from a lot of the ladies on the videos, and they were telling me how, you know, they thanked me so much because they took the Vitex and, you know, their cycles came on. And this is coming from women, you know, with PCOS and women who are trying to conceive. And it was one lady on there that said she took it, and within the next month that she conceived, and she has PCOS. So anybody with PCOS or anybody who is you know, their cycles are absent, and you're trying to ovulate and have babies or whatever, you know, whatever your reasoning is, I recommend Vitex, and it's all natural. There are no chemicals, anything. It's actually made from a plant. That's the only ingredient in the pill is a plant, and I swear by it. So this is my honest review. Like I said, I'm not affiliated with Vitex in any shape, form, or fashion. I just wanted to come and give you guys an update. And like I said, I'm still to this day getting messages from people thanking me for making that video. And I want to tell you girls that, you know, that's my whole reason for doing YouTube. You know, when I first started coming on YouTube, it was pretty much just to watch videos. But, you know, something just was in me, and I was like, you know what, let me make a video about, you know, things that go on in everyday life that people want to know about. So as far as the Vitex is concerned, like I said, if you're trying to conceive, if you have PCOS, you just want to ovulate, you know, if you just want to feel like a woman again, go out and buy you some Vitex. You know, spend the $10, you know, after tax or whatever, and, you know, get healthy. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, because as y'all know, I love talking to y'all, and I can pretty much go on and on and on and on and talk about stuff that don't have anything to do with Vitex. So yeah, that is my update on the Vitex. Period is still here. I haven't needed to take it after that week that I took it, you know, when my cycle came back, but my period came back after 1 day after being gone for 3 months, and there was no sign of it. And like I said, you know, coincidence? I think not, because that's, you know, that's too much of coincidence that I took the Vitex and the very next day my cycle came on. And you can go and read the reviews on my other video from ladies who said the same thing. So go pick up that Vitex. Like I said, I'm going to leave the link below to the other video. And I'm also going to leave a link below to the actual Vitex that I use, in case, you know, because they probably have plenty of different bottles on the market, and I just want to show you the specific bottle that I use. So I'll talk to you guys soon, and don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And if you've ever used Vitex and it's worked for you, you know, put your review below, so, you know, the other ladies can see it, and, you know, they can get encouraged, and they can go out and buy them some, because like I said, we all have struggles. And, you know, I want to have babies so bad one day, and that really freaked me out. So I can only imagine, you know, women who go through, you know, women who have PCOS and things like that. That has to be so heartbreaking. And I, you know, I pray for you ladies daily, because like I said, there's nothing more that I want than to have children one day. And I know that this is something that's gonna, you know, if you decide that you want to try to conceive or whatever, and you're not able to ovulate, go and get you some Vitex. I swear by it. So I'll talk to you girls soon. Bye.